Japanese motorcycle makers just changed the game for 2025. These are not concepts or rumors, these are real bikes hitting dealerships with brand new designs, powerful engines, and serious performance. If you're looking for your next ride, this countdown could save you thousands. Number 7. Kawasaki Eliminator. It is not often that a motorcycle manages to fuse modern technology with classic lines in such a balanced way, but the Eliminator does just that. Designed with a nod to the cruisers of the past and the needs of today's urban riders, this machine delivers an experience that is both practical and stylish. The elongated tank, low stance, and minimalistic lines instantly set a tone of confidence. Whether it is parked outside a diner or gliding through city streets, this cruiser looks purposeful. Its compact profile and stripped-back silhouette make it approachable for riders of all sizes while still offering a commanding presence on the road. The low seat height of just 28.9 inches ensures it is easy to mount and plant your feet firmly at stops, especially important for those who may not be tall in stature. Combined with the narrow frame, the riding ergonomics are designed to inspire comfort and control during both short rides and longer commutes. Underneath that clean design sits a 451 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine tuned for both reliability and responsiveness. This motor produces 45 horsepower and 32 pound-feet of torque, providing smooth acceleration in all riding conditions. While not a powerhouse, this engine delivers just the right amount of punch for weekend getaways and daily city cruising. It is smooth at low speeds and spirited enough when called upon. Matched to a lightweight chassis and responsive throttle, the Eliminator is perfectly tuned for new riders or seasoned veterans looking for an easygoing experience. The bike comes equipped with a range of modern touches that elevate the ride. All lighting is LED, which not only adds to the bike's futuristic feel, but improves visibility on the road. A compact, fully digital display offers essential information at a glance, including speed, fuel level, gear position, and trip data. It is also smartphone compatible, allowing riders to receive call and message notifications while riding through a clean interface. These features make everyday riding far more intuitive without overwhelming the rider with unnecessary complexity. The Eliminator rides on a front telescopic fork suspension paired with twin shocks in the rear, providing a comfortable yet confident ride over bumps and uneven surfaces. Braking is handled by a single front disc with a twin-piston caliper and a rear disc with a single-piston setup. While basic in configuration, the braking system offers more than enough stopping power for the bike's lightweight frame and engine output. The total curb weight comes in around 386, which enhances its agility and ease of use, especially in tight urban environments or low-speed maneuvering. The relatively light chassis also contributes to excellent fuel economy, making the Eliminator as easy on the wallet as it is to ride. This motorcycle is priced at approximately $6,500, positioning it as one of the most affordable new cruisers on the market for 2025. Considering its blend of style, technology, and comfort-focused engineering, it delivers significant value. This is a machine built for riders who want a no-fuss, highly usable cruiser with modern updates and reliable Japanese engineering. It will appeal especially to those looking for their first cruiser or those wanting a second bike that is light, simple, and smooth. If you think that was refined, wait until you see the next one. It's all muscle, all attitude. Which one of these bikes would you take for a spin? Let us know your top pick in the comments below. Hit like if you're impressed by these new models, and don't forget to subscribe. Number 6. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. There is nothing subtle about this machine. It's bold, brash, and unapologetically built to dominate every inch of pavement it touches. From its low-slung profile to its aggressive stance, this cruiser demands attention without saying a word. The massive rear tire, measuring 240 inches wide, gives it a dragster-like presence that not only looks intimidating, but also provides added stability and grip during acceleration. Whether it's sitting still in a parking lot or idling at a red light, it looks like it is about to pounce. And when it does, very few bikes can keep up. Beneath its muscular exterior lies the heart of a beast, a 1,783 cubic centimeter V twin engine that delivers 128 horsepower and 118 pound-feet of torque. That level of performance is not just for show. It translates into serious, effortless highway power and commanding low-end pull that feels ready to launch at any time. Riders looking for an unfiltered connection between throttle and road will appreciate how this powertrain delivers every ounce of force directly to the rear wheel without hesitation. Whether you are climbing steep grades or overtaking with ease, the M109R never feels underpowered. The performance is matched by a well-rounded package of rider-focused features. The M109R comes standard with a sleek, fully digital instrument panel that keeps your eyes forward and your focus sharp. Its adjustable windscreen is not just for looks. It adds meaningful comfort at high speeds by reducing buffeting and wind fatigue. The seating position is laid back yet ergonomic, giving the rider a commanding posture while remaining comfortable during a long-distance travel. The wide handlebars provide precise steering input, while the forward foot controls let riders stretch out for a proper cruiser feel. In terms of suspension and braking, the bike features an inverted front fork and a link-type rear suspension that keeps the ride plush even over less than perfect roads. Dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc provide strong stopping power, giving you confidence no matter how aggressively you ride. At a curb weight of approximately 765 pounds, it is a heavy machine, but it handles with far more grace than its size might suggest. The center of gravity is kept low, making low-speed maneuvering less intimidating than expected. Design-wise, the M109R spares no effort in grabbing attention. Its sculpted bodywork, stretch tank, and minimalist fenders give it the appearance of a custom bike straight from the factory. Available in several deep metallic finishes, each with blacked-out accents and minimal badging, this is a cruiser that's proud of what it is and dares you to challenge it. Riders who value attitude and aesthetic in equal measure will find themselves drawn to every curve and contour of the M109R's frame. With a price point hovering around $15,000, the M109R offers tremendous value, considering its displacement, build quality, and sheer presence. It stands shoulder to shoulder with competitors that cost thousands more, while still delivering raw mechanical satisfaction and road-dominating looks that make it impossible to ignore. For riders seeking a big-bore Japanese cruiser with muscle to match its silhouette, this bike is built to satisfy. The Boulevard roars with power, but coming up next is something quieter and far more calculated. Thinking about picking one of these up? We've listed the trusted gear and accessories that match these bikes. Check the description when you're ready. Number 5. Honda Shadow Phantom. This is not the kind of motorcycle that begs for attention with flashy chrome or oversized badging. Instead, the Shadow Phantom commands the road with quiet confidence. Its presence is undeniable, even when it is parked silently by the curb. Designed to blend minimalist stealth with classic cruiser proportions, the Shadow Phantom is for riders who appreciate restraint and refinement over loud theatrics. From the teardrop-shaped fuel tank to the low-slung stance and bobbed fenders, everything about the silhouette suggests purpose. Matte black finishes extend from the fork tubes to the exhaust, giving this motorcycle a dark, cohesive look that appeals to those who prefer to ride under the radar. It is the kind of bike that draws nods of approval without ever raising its voice. The real strength of the Shadow Phantom lies in its accessibility. Whether you are an experienced rider looking for something simple and clean, or a beginner craving your first cruiser, this motorcycle makes an excellent case. Its relaxed geometry, low seat height, and wide handlebars deliver a comfortable and confidence-inspiring posture. At its core is a 745 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled V-twin engine that produces 44 horsepower and 47 pound-feet of torque. These numbers may not break any records, but they translate to smooth, usable power across the rev range. It is an engine tuned for real-world riding. No sudden surprises, just steady pull and linear response every time you twist the throttle. Backing up that dependable motor is a frame designed for predictable handling and comfort. The front suspension features a 41mm conventional telescopic fork, while the rear setup uses dual shocks with 5-step spring preload adjustability. This configuration helps soak up road imperfections without feeling too soft or vague. The braking system includes a single 296mm disc up front paired with a twin-piston caliper and a 240mm disc in the rear. Combined with anti-lock braking, this setup provides stable and consistent stopping power under all conditions. With a wet weight of approximately 505 pounds, the Shadow Phantom stays grounded, yet remains light enough for tight urban navigation. Rider comfort and practicality are clear priorities here. The Solo saddle is contoured and cushioned for longer rides, while the tank-mounted analog speedometer and inset digital readout keep things simple without sacrificing utility. You get clear visibility of fuel levels, mileage, and trip meters without needing a distracting dashboard. This is a bike built for cruising neighborhoods, 2-lane highways, or the occasional weekend escape, without a cluster of buttons or excessive electronics to get in the way. Priced around $8,600, the Shadow Phantom fits snugly in the affordable cruiser segment. It is a strong contender for riders who value dependability, timeless looks, and everyday usability over headline-grabbing performance numbers. While it may not scream for attention at first glance, a closer look reveals a bike that delivers exactly what it promises: uncomplicated freedom with a side of cool. For those who have outgrown gimmicks and want something honest, the Shadow Phantom offers the perfect ride. From sleek and shadowy to sharp and high-tech, the next bike makes no apologies. Number 4. Honda CB1000 Hornet. There is something unmistakably aggressive about a motorcycle that refuses to blend in, and that is exactly what defines this next machine. It is a bold declaration of power, precision, and modern muscle packed into a Street Fighter frame. From its razor-sharp lines to its upright stance, this bike doesn't just make an entrance, it owns the road. Whether it is parked at a downtown cafe or carving through canyon roads, this machine demands attention and backs it up with performance to match. The twin-beam LED headlamps seem to glare at everything in their path, and the fuel tank sculpting provides a taut, athletic profile that's both muscular and refined. This is a machine designed for the rider who wants style and substance in equal measure. The heart of the Hornet is a 999 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, borrowed and slightly detuned from Honda's legendary superbike heritage. Despite the refined tuning, it still delivers an exhilarating 150 horsepower and 104 pound-feet of torque. That kind of power means instant acceleration, long-legged cruising potential, and enough flexibility to dominate any riding scenario from street to back roads. The engine's responsiveness is matched by a 6-speed transmission that clicks through gears with precision, delivering smooth, uninterrupted flow throughout the rev range. This powertrain is made to thrill, but also engineered to stay composed, whether you are slicing through city traffic or pushing your limits on open highways. Where it really separates itself is with its electronic systems. Riders get multiple riding modes, including Rain, Standard, and Sport, plus 2 additional customizable profiles that let you tweak throttle response, engine braking, and traction control. This means you can tailor your ride exactly how you want it, depending on mood, road condition, or even just curiosity. And with a bright 5-inch full-color thin-film transistor display, you're not just informed, you're engaged. It includes Bluetooth connectivity for turn-by-turn navigation and media management through your smartphone. This kind of integration adds a layer of convenience that turns daily rides into seamless experiences. Handling is where the Hornet shows its road-focused DNA. The suspension setup includes a fully adjustable show-a-separate function, big piston front fork, offering superb front-end feedback and controlled damping. In the rear, a monoshock with adjustable preload helps maintain comfort on longer hauls while still staying sharp when leaned over. Stopping power is delivered by dual radial-mounted front calipers paired with large twin discs, offering superb braking precision and progressive feel at the lever. At the rear, a single-disc setup balances the system perfectly. The bike rides on 17-inch cast aluminum wheels wrapped in high-grip radial tires, giving it excellent road holding and cornering stability. In terms of weight, the Hornet tips the scales at 465 pounds, making it light enough to stay nimble yet planted enough to feel confident at speed. Ergonomics strike a good balance between sporty and upright, with a comfortable seat height and slightly raised bars that allow for both aggressive cornering and relaxed city cruising. Even longer rides feel manageable thanks to the revised seat design and reduced vibration at higher revs. And finally, when it comes to price, the Honda CB1000 Hornet is listed at around $10,500. That makes it one of the most affordable high-performance naked bikes in its class, with a spec sheet that rivals European machines costing several thousand more. It is an ideal blend of aggressive style, modern electronics, and Honda's legendary reliability. Raw power meets digital precision, but now let's rewind the clock with some retro rebellion. Number 3. Yamaha XSR900. Some motorcycles are built to chase the future, others are built to honor the past. This one does both. The Yamaha XSR900 takes its cues from classic Japanese race bikes, but delivers 21st century performance under every bolt. Its silhouette is unmistakably retro, with a rounded fuel tank, exposed aluminum frame, and a single round headlamp that calls back to a golden era of street racing. Yet once you turn the key, it becomes clear this is no museum piece. It is a fully modern machine dressed in vintage skin. At the heart of the XSR 900 is an 890 cubic centimeter inline triple engine that generates 117 horsepower and 68 pound-feet of torque. This power plant delivers strong mid-range acceleration, excellent throttle response, and a deep growl that lets you know it means business. Built on Yamaha's celebrated cross-plane crankshaft design, the motor balances aggressive performance with day-to-day smoothness, giving you the best of both worlds, whether you are commuting or carving through canyon roads. From a spec standpoint, the bike is equally balanced between performance and practicality. It tips the scales at 425 pounds dry and is supported by a fully adjustable upside-down front fork and a linked monoshock rear suspension system. Dual front disc brakes with radial mount calipers ensure precise stopping power, while a lightweight aluminum frame helps keep handling sharp and responsive. The seat height of 32 inches offers a comfortable reach to the ground, and the upright ergonomics make long rides manageable without giving up that street fighter stance. Where the XSR 900 really shines is in its electronic suite. A full-color thin-film transistor display keeps all vital information easily visible, even in bright daylight. The 6-axis inertial measurement unit allows for high-end safety features like lean-sensitive traction control, cornering ABS, and slide control. Cruise control comes standard for highway comfort, and the quick shifter allows clutchless upshifts and downshifts, giving riders an edge in both speed and smoothness. Bluetooth integration adds modern convenience, connecting your smartphone for navigation, music, or call alerts right on your screen. The fit and finish are unmistakably premium. From its brushed metal tank panels to the stitched seat, this bike is built to be admired as much as it is to be ridden. Unlike stripped-down neo-retros, the XSR 900 offers full functionality without sacrificing its design roots. This makes it equally at home on downtown boulevards and backcountry roads, offering a ride that's as enjoyable to look at as it is to command. For 2025, Yamaha has refined the ride even further, smoothing out the power delivery, optimizing the ride-by-wire throttle, and refining suspension tuning for a more connected feel through the corners. Every change is subtle but noticeable, proving that Yamaha listens to rider feedback and continually improves the experience without reinventing what already works. The 2025 Yamaha XSR 900 is priced at approximately $10,000, placing it firmly within reach for riders looking for performance and personality without the price tag of an exotic import. It remains one of the best balanced motorcycles in the segment, both in terms of looks and capability. Nostalgia looks good in chrome, but the next bike is for riders who like their style a little more sinister. Number 2. Honda Rebel 1100. It is not easy to create a motorcycle that feels laid back and aggressive at the same time, but what you get here hits that balance perfectly. Designed with riders who want style without sacrificing real performance, this machine blends classic cruiser elements with modern engineering and understated swagger. Its low-slung frame, flangeless fuel tank, and minimalist LED lighting keep the silhouette sleek and unmistakably custom-inspired. The lines are clean, the finish is matte, and the profile carries that subtle, confident posture riders love. Whether parked outside a coffee shop or cruising through city lights at night, this bike knows how to grab attention without trying too hard. The riding stance is relaxed but commanding, with mid-mounted controls and handlebars that encourage a laid-back, open-road feel. And thanks to a deep sculpted saddle, you do not sit on the bike. You sit in it. At the heart of the build is a 1,084 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine tuned to deliver that unmistakable cruiser grunt with a hint of sport bike DNA. It produces 87 horsepower and 98 pound-feet of torque, which makes it a genuine performer whether you are rolling through curves or just pulling away from traffic. The engine is paired with a 6-speed transmission and a slipper clutch, giving you smooth downshifts and strong, confident launches. With Honda's signature refinement and bulletproof reliability baked in, the throttle feels responsive without being twitchy. It is a cruiser that understands throttle control, not just brute force. The technical package also proves that performance and modern convenience can work hand in hand. Up front is a 5-inch thin film transistor display that gives you full-color access to key data like ride modes, gear indicator, fuel level, and turn-by-turn navigation when paired with your smartphone via Honda RoadSync. The bike features 3 selectable riding modes, Standard, Sport, and Rain, plus 2 custom slots giving riders full control over throttle response, traction control, and engine braking preferences. The system is seamless and intuitive, never distracting from the ride. For long-haul comfort, Honda has thickened the seat padding for 2025 and added subtle changes to the rear shock settings to smooth out highway vibrations, especially at higher speeds. When it comes to handling, the bike holds its own. It rides on a tubular steel frame with a front suspension setup that includes a 43mm conventional fork and a twin rear shock system. Braking is managed by a single radial mount front disc with 4 piston calipers and a rear disc setup, both backed by anti-lock braking as standard. The wheelbase stretches 68 inches, giving it that proper cruiser stretch without turning into a boat around corners. Tipping the scales at approximately 507 pounds, it is lightweight for a full-size cruiser and much easier to maneuver than you might expect. That translates into better balance, quicker response, and a bike that you can ride all day without fatigue setting in. As for pricing, the standard model starts at approximately $10,000. That places it right in the sweet spot between entry-level cruisers and premium heavyweight competitors. When you factor in the performance, tech, and build quality, it is clear why this bike has gained a following. Whether you are stepping up from a smaller machine or downsizing from a heavyweight, this ride meets you in the middle, powerful, refined, and ready for anything. If that felt like freedom on 2 wheels, just wait. Our number 1 pick brings legendary balance, brilliant engineering, and bold style. If you're thinking about a new ride, these bikes are a game changer. Like, comment which one caught your eye, and subscribe for more value-packed reviews and tips. Number 1. Yamaha MT-07. When it comes to striking the perfect balance between performance, affordability, and everyday rideability, the next bike on this list hits the sweet spot. Designed with minimalist aggression and inspired by its bigger sibling, the MT-09, this machine stands out with a sharper, more angular front end and a signature LED headlight that looks like it's daring the road to blink first. The tank is sculpted for rider grip and the bodywork is compact, giving it a Street Fighter stance without adding unnecessary weight or flash. It is a motorcycle that delivers visual punch and mechanical simplicity in one clean package. The true magic lies beneath that aggressive exterior. This bike runs on a 689 cubic centimeter CP2 parallel twin engine that's known across the motorcycle world for its smooth power band and legendary reliability. The engine produces 72 horsepower and 67 pound-feet of torque, giving it more than enough muscle to tear through city traffic or cruise along twisty mountain roads. Whether you're a newer rider looking for confidence or a seasoned pro chasing a responsive throttle, the power delivery remains predictable yet thrilling, always inviting you to twist a little harder. In terms of riding dynamics, this bike keeps things nimble and light on its feet. The chassis is built with agility in mind, offering a narrow frame that makes lane splitting feel effortless and parking in tight spots a non-issue. Suspension duties are handled by a telescopic front fork and a link-type rear shock, which, while not high-end, provide enough comfort and feedback to inspire confidence in most riding conditions. Braking is managed by dual front discs with 4-piston calipers and a single rear disc, offering solid stopping power for both urban commutes and more spirited weekend rides. Tipping the scales at just over 405 pounds wet, this bike is light enough to handle with ease, but planted enough to stay stable at highway speeds. The upright riding position ensures all-day comfort, and the seat height of 31.7 inches makes it accessible to a wide range of riders. Riders over 6 feet tall might find it a little cramped on long journeys, but for most, the ergonomics strike a great middle ground between sporty and comfortable. The technology on board is minimal but smart. A compact LCD display provides essential information such as speed, RPMs, gear indicator, and fuel range. Unlike more expensive models, it skips over flashy gadgets and focuses on functionality, allowing you to concentrate on the ride. There are no riding modes, traction control systems, or complex electronics to get in your way. Just a raw mechanical connection between the rider and the road. Where it truly shines is value. With a starting price of around $8,899, it offers a serious punch without emptying your wallet. Few bikes in this category manage to deliver such a well-rounded riding experience at this price point. Now that you know the hottest bikes for 2025, which one would you choose? Drop a comment, hit like if you learned something new, and subscribe for more insider knowledge on the best new rides hitting the market.